What's up, everybody? Bad Gamer popping back in. You guys, it has been one of those mornings. We were so ready. We were on the ball. We were ready to go. And then sound cut out. And we're like, oh, that's not a problem. We got a few minutes. We don't even have to start the countdown yet. We got that working. The timer hits 0. And the cats knock out the Wi-Fi. Oh, man. So, welcome to Gametography. This is the show where we talk about games and photography, and we squish them together, and then we throw in a new flavor, and we're like, let's see how this works. And it's either going to be super awesome, and everybody's going to be like, oh, let's do that again. That was yummy. Or we're just going to have that on Mondays. I am Bad Gamer Elite, and I get to be one of your hosts. So we've got two guest hosts today, you guys. Coming in, you know them, you love them from Dupebox Monday, a.k.a. Multi-Twitch Monday, a.k.a. the time we get stomped in Overwatch. We've got coming to us one of our mods for the channel, MLX Plays, Mr. Logan. What's up?
Hello.
All right. And then, you know him, you love him, we can't get rid of him. The hog that will hook you into the drink. Sheldor, what's up, buddy?
Hello. How you doing this morning, Lim?
I'm doing all right. I mean, other than all of the mishaps, and I was seriously, dude, everything that I'm doing right now relies on internet, and it just it just died. Like, so my conversation with you guys that we had going on, the stream itself, Warframe, it's all reliant on stuff working.
Internet.
Yeah, it's friggin' internet. But let's start off, you guys. I know you guys are new to the fold here a little bit, as far as the show, being on the show goes, but you gotta know the format. So let's start off with our weeks. How was it? How'd you do? What were you playing? All that good stuff. Logan, you're the mod. Other than me, who gets to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I was gonna be mean, but I'll go first.
Well, you say mean, but I talk constantly anyway, so.
Fair point. Yeah, this week, a little quiet for me.
Yeah?
Didn't get up to a whole lot, but I also, in a good way, I've had one less stream to have to mod and keep up with, even though I love modding for channels and all the channels I do. It's given me a little more free time, just because I don't have to be in that one as well.
Ooh.
But, that being said, as far as gaming goes, I really didn't get up to much. Well, until post-Christmas, anyhow.
Yeah.
I, for Christmas, got an Oculus Go, and so I've been messing around in that, which isn't amazing, obviously. Like, I'd rather have the Quest, but as far as a Christmas gift goes, I'm not complaining.
Right. Absolutely.
And I was able to find a cheapy little Beat Saber clone that's actually really fun. So, I can make that work.
What's the name of that clone?
Let me pull up the Oculus app on my phone here, because I do not remember. But yeah, otherwise, I got a new Razer mouse from my brother for Christmas as well, and so I've been knocking around in a little bit of Halo Reach and getting acclimated to that one, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, that's
one of the best Halos.
Yeah, and now that it's on PC, I get it whenever I want.
Nice.
It's not showing up in my library.
Oh no.
Already.
Oh no. They already said you don't own this.
It's still on my headset, it's just not in my library on my phone.
Ah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
Anywho.
All right.
That's about.
So that's what you've been up to. All right. Shell, what you been up to, buddy?
Lots of Dark Souls for me lately, and a recent game got Ultimate Horse and Chicken. That's that's a little different.
I hear that you guys have been playing that a lot.
It's a lot of fun. It's definitely it's not gonna be a game you go and do any gametography in, but it's a fun game to like. It's simple. There's not much to it. It's just fun to play with your friends.
Yeah.
Just to mess around with. It's a lot of fun to do that with.
All right.
Dark Souls has been very pretty. I mean, even if like Dark Souls 2 being a fairly older game, I think it still has some pretty good graphics. It doesn't fully hold up, but it still looks pretty good.
Cool.
It's not gonna be, you're not gonna be disgusted when you look at it.
Well, that's good.
Christmas went well for me, thank goodness. I mean, no problems, nothing went awry. Everyone's gifts got here, and we were able to give them out. That was one thing we were a little worried about. A few of the gifts were being ordered. We were worried that they weren't going to show up on time, but they ended up doing it.
Nice.
So that was good. But that's about it for this week for me.
Cool.
And Lem, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been up to a lot because I've been off this whole week. And you'll notice that if you watch the VODs, they are like double and triple the size of normal.
It's a lot.
I thought, you know what?
You can't even say it all in
words. You know, and there was a couple of them where we went into double games on that. So yeah, I had a good time.
Okay.
This week we did on Monday, of course, there was Dupebox Monday. Man, I think we started early on Monday, didn't we? Started at like 6?
Yeah,
we started like at 6 on Monday, and normally we start at 8, so that's a couple hours more. Like, I'm not normally one to do a long stream, except for Extra Life. I mean, we'll do that for Extra Life, but
and it helps that Extra Life you're not doing it alone either.
Yeah. I mean, I think my stream for Extra Life was, I think my first one was maybe 4 hours. So, and we split it up quite a bit. So I mean that was good for us. I also jumped back into Jedi Fallen Order, and I have it. I bought it for my PS4. I got a Target gift card from one of my part-time job for Christmas, and my parents had sent a little dough, so it was a $20 gift card, and it was on sale at Target for $40. So yeah. Oh,
Can't complain.
Yeah, it was a good deal. So
you can hear everybody now.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
That's a weird glitch. That is a weird glitch.
Yeah.
It really is.
So yeah. So there was that. So Overwatch on Monday. Played some Jedi Fallen Order. I think I streamed on Tuesday. I don't know, but I know I streamed on Wednesday for sure. Jedi Fallen Order. I got into some Warframe this week. I got a new frame. I got Hydroid Prime this week. And he's a lot of fun. He's a slippery little. He reminds me of Davy Jones from the Pirates movies. Just because he's got a lot of water power, so he has a water barrage that comes down, and then he can also call in a kraken. He can
that is a handy ability,
right? Like on dry land, he can call in the kraken.
starts yelling, "Release the Kraken!" Everyone's like, "What's he talking about?"
So yeah, and then he can turn into a puddle of water, and then people like step on it and drown.
All I can think of when you say that is the old movie, the old Disney movie Sky High.
Yeah, right.
That does exactly
yes. He turns into a puddle of slime and people slip. Sidekick.
Man, I haven't seen that one in years.
But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I mean, that like I've been enjoying Warframe again. Space Dad and Space Mom have been building their own ships, and I'm sitting here still finding frames to take pictures of. But that's the one thing I love about Warframe is you can play it however you want. Like there's literally almost every genre of video game in this game. So it's
even one of the best ones, free.
Yes, it is free. It's free.
There's
99. Not even 99. It's just free.
Exactly.
But if you choose to, you can donate via buying platinum and skins and stuff like that. And I don't even call that it's just amazing that that's the model that they have. I wouldn't even call it a freemium because you can get everything in the game without paying for it. Or not everything, but as far as maybe not cosmetics, but items.
Yeah.
You know?
And even cosmetics, if you really wanted to work at it, you could get a lot of it for, quote, quote, free for you. Let's put it that way.
Right.
You can sell it on the market.
Yeah.
Well, there's got a marketplace where you can sell things for platinum.
True.
Nice.
So if you grind it out and you get the parts and you want to sell it and someone buys it,
Yep.
that's how Space Dad gets his.
Fair enough. I don't have a single game I play enough to merit trying to do something like that.
Yeah. It's
Overwatch had a market.
Oh man.
I don't even play Overwatch that much anymore, to be
If
honest.
Overwatch had a marketplace, that would be insane. I mean, here, take my skins. No. I don't want anything for them. These are just my duplicates. It's fine.
We just give all our friends just okay. So you want duplicates of everything? Okay, we got you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we can do this.
But yeah, so we did, and then speaking of Overwatch, we did Overwatch last night because Tim Paulin needed some wins.
What was that?
And so did Space Dad Justin. Justin needed some wins.
I did too, but you guys are always full.
The real Dirty Dan, what's up? How long has it been, Dirty Dan? All right, play Smash Bros. I would love to see you play that. I tell you what, Dirty Dan.
We've been asking.
I have Smash Bros. And I will, I will play that when I find my other Joy-Con, because I replaced my left Joy-Con, but it doesn't work off of it, so I'd have to dock it, and so I would totally play it. I just gotta find my other Joy-Con. And I don't know where it is because my boy has been playing with the Switch lately, so.
Yeah, the struggle is real there.
Yeah. But I promise you, I will be doing that. So.
Oh man.
And back onto Warframe today. This is my Ivara. I've decided I'm going to do some photos of Ivara. This is Warframe, Dirty Dan. And one of the reasons I love this game is it has a built-in photo mode. And if you're in our Discord, you will see we actually have a channel. We have Gametography channels in there, and some of them are by genre, but some of them, because we have such a fan base of the game in the Discord, they have their own channel. So, and Warframe is one of those. I would say, let's see, three out of the 4 streamers that we have play Warframe. Oh, yeah, Dirty Dan. Let me tell you, I've got some picks from Smash Bros. As a matter of fact, no, I don't know how many I've got, but I've got quite a few. I've got quite a few, and the reason, and this today is just a chatting, it's a chatting stream today. The guys that joined me here, Sheldor and MLX Plays, they are kind of new to Gametography, and so I invited them on last night and said, hey guys, if you've got questions, that new folks to Gametography would ask, hit me up. I really want to try to answer those, and so we can, get you guys in the know. But yeah, Smash is one of those that I have quite a few images in. So, and with that, a little bit of news. The galleries are up and going. You guys know that. Our Patreon, our patrons, because of the way we've had to do the galleries now, our patrons are not only are they supporting the gallery, but they're also supporting the giveaways that we have here. So it's just fantastic, because we do giveaways. We do one giveaway a month for subs. We give away a PC game or program. Because we've actually had donations of. We had a donation of Microsoft Office 2018 or 19 or something like that last week that we gave away, so people can get organized in their Gametography schedules and spreadsheets and what games they have and all that good stuff. But we also give away games to on a random show of the month. We just give away a game to on a Gametography show. So it's been really helpful with that. So thank you, patrons, and you too can become a patron. If you check that link out right there, that you can check it out, and you can see what you get for being a patron. I'll tell you, but it doesn't do it justice by just telling you. You get you put $1 in the tip bucket. You get a phone background every month that you're a patron. So we do that. It says our overnights and sleep during the day usually. Oh, that's okay. That's all right, Dirty Dan. We got VODs. Just do that. It's fine. $3 gets you a phone background and a desktop background every month. Custom specifically for patrons. Nobody else gets these. These don't get posted anywhere else. It's just for the patrons. So it's very exclusive. And then the $5 tier, not only do they get a phone background and a desktop background, but they get a Twitter banner and a Twitter badge. So, all custom made by me. There you go. So, check it out.
Nice. I'm actually really excited to get the first shipment of that since I started.
Yep, Logan.
Supporting.
Yep, Logan just started supporting. Thank you very much, Logan. Thank you to all of our patrons. Yeah, I'm not sure what the game is, but you'll be seeing that the end of December, early January. Something in there. It's in there. I swear. It's there. But sometimes, and here's the thing, guys, because I'm very honest with our patrons, sometimes I'm way behind in doing it. So sometimes you get doubles. I double it up on the months that I am super late. Because I appreciate it. Yeah. We all appreciate it. But Shell, what's been your experience with Gametography?
Oh, I have, like you said, we both are very new to this. I mean, I've done some in Warframe with you on some Capture a Monday.
Yep.
That was Capture a Monday for a little while when it wasn't Jukebox Monday or Multi-Twitch Monday.
Yeah, because it was salty Overwatch Monday for a while.
I know. It always seems how it somehow goes back to Overwatch. He tries to run from it, then they add replay mode, and it's just like, well, what am I gonna do? It just keeps pulling him back.
Yes, it does.
I've done some little bit in random games, nothing. Just like, ooh, that looks pretty, more or less what he pulls down to.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games they don't have a photo mode, or the camera doesn't like working with you, so it's hard to. That's the problem with Dark Souls like 3. The locked-in third-person camera doesn't always like work with you that much. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of angles, it's hard to get if you want to not get your character in it. You can't actually. But that's probably the extent of the photo mode that I've done. To be things like that.
Logan, what about you?
Funnily enough, my initial experience with photo mode existed basically as press the share button when I get a card in Overwatch, and that was about 2 years ago. And in that time, that was just about the same time I was finishing college and had a photo minor in college.
Uh-huh.
And which I never actually completed, but I right around the same time that I wound up stumbling onto your channel, I think through Ed.
Yes.
I think I also just started getting a couple games that had photo modes because most of the games I had did not have them at that point, and so I just kind of started messing around. I don't even remember what the first one was, to be fair, but and then the absolute gloriousness that was and is Jedi Fallen Order came out.
Yes, it is.
And then just after that, about 2 weeks or whatever it was, the photo mode came out for that, and oh my goodness, I fell in love. Yeah.
So you've been doing it lately? I'm not quite to the same
level. Yeah, I'm not quite to the same level of make it 2 minutes and take 32 pictures that you are, but I've been really enjoying that one.
That's actually pretty accurate.
2 minutes? He went up.
That's actually relatively accurate. I find it interesting. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to have Logan on. He went to school for photography, and he's done it, and more importantly, he still has done photography outside of school. I think that's super important. A lot of people think, well, I went to school for photography. When's the last time you took a picture other than your cell phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am really sad that my DSLR is busted.
Oh,
I went down to Barrett Jackson in Arizona about a year ago at this point, and it was my dad and my Christmas gift last year from my mom and my brother. And as we were in line the first day to go through security, I was putting my camera together because I didn't want to miss anything, and dropped the battery, and it messed up the connections.
No. So the camera, okay, you dropped the battery out of the camera, or?
Yes.
All right, so the battery is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
What camera do you have?
Canon EOS Rebel XSI.
Okay.
It's an 08 camera.
Right. Yeah. All right. So if we got you a new battery, your camera would work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I technically have a second battery somewhere. I have no idea where it went.
All right. Just good to know. Good to know. Scheming. All right. All right. So, wait. There it is. That's what I was looking for. All right. All right. Yes. Dirty Dan. Yeah. This is. I love this photo mode. It's like I barely scratched the surface of what you can do with this in Warframe. So my question for you, Logan, is in the photo mode you've played with, how is that related back to actually going back to IRL photography? How's that related for you anyway?
That really is kind of game dependent.
Okay.
Like initially, like if you look at it in the quote unquote photo mode that like Overwatch has,
Right.
there's not even a slight comparison, as everyone I think knows. As far as like again Jedi Fallen Order and I'm trying to remember. Dead or Alive has a moderately decent one, but I enjoy them. It's a little simpler, especially if you're looking at a full manual DSLR. It's a little simpler to try and sort that out,
Right.
than it is to try and figure out that entire camera. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, a DSLR is just a very frightening beast.
Yes.
But yeah, as far as photo modes go, I wish a lot of them were slightly more robust with options to tone it down,
Right.
because there are a lot of options that I would love to see in a photo mode that I have yet to see done well. Such as, and there's a few that touch on this, I'm sure, I just haven't seen many of them. The depth of field being used properly
Yes.
at the right f-stop.
Horizon Zero Dawn does a great job at that. So does Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Spider-Man does a decent job with that. And they don't give you f-stop here in Warframe, but it is they do give you depth of field control, and it's two separate controls. Here, let me pull it up here. No, too far. Dang it. It's two separate controls, and the only problem is, and like I say, there's no perfect photo mode. But the only problem is it doesn't always work with every scene that you go into. So depth of field distance, this tells you it's basically saying, okay, where do I want focused in here? And then depth of field depth is how much of that. So it's a little like the combination of the Fallen Order one, where it's so the distance. I want it to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to a different scene, I think, to really show it.
Yeah, the one in Fallen Order is great now that I understand it, but they really need to give you a bit of an instruction manual on how that massive focus wall actually works.
Right.
Because you want to just put it on, like, flat on the character, and that doesn't work, so you put it behind the character, and then that doesn't work, and the character is still out of focus, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do here? But now that I've got it mostly sorted, it's quite impressive.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to getting into it more. That being said, I've been meaning to play Horizon anyway, and just haven't gotten around to it, so I will likely have to see about picking that up next time it's on sale or something.
Okay, I think it actually does work on this one. So, for those that are watching, it comes here, depth of field, distance. Actually, let's get that field of view. Field of view works out exactly as it should. That's pretty much zooming. So.
Oh yeah, that's a really good scene right there. E-Dog, someone else that does. He's done a lot of really cool things off that one.
Yeah. So distance, like depth of field distance, you notice how it gets further as I bring this out. The distance further out, that's what gets in focus. But depth, if I here, hold on. Let me get my actual Warframe in focus.
That's my biggest struggle.
All right.
With the camera, I can move to get to where they're in focus, and it works like that.
Right.
Gaming, you kind of have to dance around the levels and then move your camera to get it in spot.
So depth, you notice how everything's in focus, and now as I bring it back down, it should just be. See how little is in focus now of my, even though it's focused on my Warframe, we can see that it's actually focused on, with the depth being so shallow, you can see it's actually focused on the gun. So if I really want too much, see there, and I can, so now the face is more in focus, so now I know that's my sharpest point. So I bring depth back up, and now I know that that's all in focus. So
yeah, the more I see about this one in the weeks that you've been in it as you're doing this show, I'm getting a lot more impressed with the Warframe one.
yeah,
I don't know enough about the game to say if I'd enjoy it or not, and I'm not you and gonna try a game just because it has a photo mode,
right.
free or not. But
I
it is.
Yeah, I started
looking a lot better than what I thought.
Yeah, and the thing is, I play the game so I have things to use in photo mode.
Yeah, that's the other issue.
There we go.
Yeah, because I would have like 3 characters and a bunch of base skins, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean,
the only thing you need to get there is like gotta buy a color palette.
yeah, because you can change everything of your frame based on the color palette.
Interesting. Oh yeah, see that.
So, and that, I'm just right now. I'm just playing around with the 3 light setup.
You
That's
have
the
your
other
base
thing
on.
that-
Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just asking, does he have his base on on, or do you have actual extra cosmetics on?
I have extra. No, this is not base Ivara. I've got attachments and a wing Syandana. That's not her base helmet. So yeah, I did pimp her out a little bit here, and that sounds so wrong.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Once it came out of my mouth, I was like,
It's like, well, I tried.
it's sound already.
Mistakes were made.
Definitely mistakes were made.
I go back to let reach. Well, the Guardians have killed you.
Oh man. So yeah. So, but now the thing about this show is, we've talked in general about that, about gametography and such. But I wanted to give the guys, as being new to gametography and maybe dabbling here and there with it, I wanted to give them the chance to ask me and our audience questions about this passion that we have. We did this, I would say about 6 months ago with Ed Placencia. He came on and did a kind of a counter interview on the show, and so I wanted to give some other folks the opportunity to do that. So guys, hit me, not literally.
Oh,
I had to.
Excited. He
I
was
had to
really?
throw that in. I had to throw it in because otherwise,
yeah.
flown out.
Someone's
the
gonna have
door.
to
I'm not
shuffle
gonna-
the kitchen.
I'm not gonna drive halfway across the country to come.
Hi, I'm here. I've driven 48 hours straight just to hit you.
So tired that he just passed on the floor. Ugh.
Yeah.
Do it? Yeah, I totally.
Your poor wife would be so confused.
She'd be like, "Yeah, it sounds about right."
He's in the room over there. Not Stungy. He's in the room over there.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, go ahead. Whatever. If you've got questions or anything like that, feel free, fire them off.
Floor is yours first, Shell.
Well, when did you start getting into it, Lim? Just like, what was your first game that you're like, this is a thing I want to do?
Oi, wow. It's been a while. I think the first time I ever really did anything with any even semblance of gametography was when I was working with the guys at Res TV, which was our parent channel for a long time for this show. And they let me do the Disney Infinity images for them, because they had a show called Disney Infinity TV, and oh no, it was not Disney Infinity TV. It was Inside DI, and it was a fun show. They really taught me a lot about being creative in Disney Infinity, but there were there's a lot of figures you can buy with that for Disney Infinity, and a lot of people didn't know what each figure's powers were and what it looked like as you put it in the game and all that good stuff. So what I started doing was I started taking pictures of, like, in real life pictures of the figures, and then creating a video montage, like a 30-second video montage to put on Instagram of the characters in action. Now, to do that, I had to set up pretty much a studio in the game. So I had a studio set where to show off how combat and then move sets and stuff like that, and it had a camera that went around the set as you fought. So it's a lot like what Warframe has, where you can actually do advanced camera controls and circle around and do camera motions of your Warframe. So.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool setting they had. I've seen
Yeah.
T-Dog do some of those.
Yeah,
before,
T-Dog does a
full
lot
vi-
of that.
Yeah, he's done a lot of those like videos. He sent me a few of those before. They were really cool looking. He's put a lot of effort into them. He'll have like 18 cameras or something, 18 different camera
Yeah.
angles.
Yeah.
Oh. It sounds cool, but it sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Yeah, that's what I told him last time. I was in there with him when he was doing it, messing around, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm at number 18." I'm like, "Okay." I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like messing around. That sounds like putting
I
in
said
work.
I was messing around.
Okay.
I wasn't messing around, just taking random photos. He was, when he was doing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So it's so that's kind of where I started, and then I progressed to setting up a studio where I could take still images of the characters in game, and it's pretty neat. I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, I still have a blast doing it. I'm tempted to pick it up again on PS4. I could probably get it pretty cheap right now.
Finding the figures for it anymore is going to be rough.
Oh, I've still got all my figures because I've got
that
it.
helps.
Yeah, I've got it on Xbox for when the boy wants to play it. But I shipped my PS4 copy off to Ed so he can give it a try.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a bunch of extra figures, and Lady Snipe Shot's got it too. And before Dreams came out, she started to work with it, and then Dreams came out.
Yeah. It's hard to beat a game where you can literally create everything.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of do that in Disney Infinity, but it's with base stuff. So for those that are creative but can't draw or think in that way, Disney Infinity allows you to make your toy sets kind of like you know. I don't know if you guys ever did this. When I was younger, I had my Transformers and I had my GI Joe, and I would have GI Joe fight the Transformers. Basically, the new Transformers, the new Transformers movies. I did. This is before the new Transformers movies came out, so so that's what I would do. And basically, you can do that in Disney Infinity. You can make a Star Wars world and have Spider-Man explore it, or go to Monsters Inc. and the Incredibles can show up in there.
That is kind of fun. I will give you that.
So it's a lot of fun. I'm looking at my figures over there right now, and I've got a butt ton. I mean, if Toy Story is any idea, gives us any idea of what the toys might be thinking, I'm sorry, guys. We'll get back to it. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where I started.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Logan.
So, not necessarily so much a photo mode question initially, but what do you think it would look like, or would it be even useful to have like a console equivalent of Ansel?
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Hold on. I need that in my life. Let's start with that. That needs to be a thing. Like, you can't even. Oh my gosh. For those of you who don't know what Ansel is, it's a dedicated NVIDIA plugin for games, where a lot of the games you can. It's a built-in photo mode plugin, and I tell you what, if they came out with something like that for PS4, and it was $100, I would buy it. And here's the thing, I'm freaking cheap.
He dropped that right then, no question.
These guys asked me to buy Ultimate Chicken Horse, and I'm still on the fence about it, and it's $8. And I'm like, well, I don't know how much I'd play it. Is there a photo mode? It's not really a photo mode in it. And that's kind of where my life is right now.
I still say bad gamer on demand. That's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, actually, that would be the might be the only way you get me to do it. For those who don't know what Bad Gamer on Demand is, you purchase a game and I have to play it with there's some restrictions. Horror is mainly out, and it has to be super light on the sexual content. So
I feel like there'd be a lot more questions if someone bought you something like that and asked you to play it.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot more questions to go after that. Why did you do this?
Yep.
Like, well, wait a minute here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's Bad Gamer on Demand. Ansel on console would be amazing, says Leonhardt. It would be. If anybody wants to make that happen, let me know where your GoFundMe is going to be. Or your Kickstarter is, and what it's going to take. Because not only will I donate, I will be your spokesperson.
I'll be first one to buy it, first one to support it.
I'm just saying. That's a BG promise, man.
And those are you can count on.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. All right.
So,
yeah.
What would you say is one of the better or the best ones, photo modes for someone who has no idea what they're doing to get into?
Okay, so if you're just starting out, I would suggest taking a look at Horizon Zero Dawn. I might look at Spider-Man. And if you want something super in-depth and you have some photography experience, I might take a look at the Order 1886. Because the Order 1886, I don't know. Because here's the thing. Order 1886 gives you so much freedom that everything else is going to seem limited. Yeah. Dynasty Warriors has a really good one. You're right, Leonhardt. I haven't jumped back into Dynasty Warriors in a long time. I think I'm going to hold off because I'm almost done with the first guy's story. And that will be on my list for 2020. So, yeah.
Very cool. Huh. I've heard people talk about Order 1886, but I've never actually seen it played. I didn't know. I've heard people talk about it. I think Patrick played it a good bit. As one of his 2019 games he was going to finish.
Yeah.
Or Platinums he was going to get. Yeah, Platinums. But that's about all I've heard about it.
I haven't even seen a trailer for that.
Oh, really?
To be entirely honest.
Same.
It's super good. It's super good. I enjoyed it. Here's the thing. When I play a game, it needs to be relatively short. Or else I'm not going to finish it. I mean, especially if it has a photo mode.
Right?
A 20-hour game will take me 40 hours to finish. Because
it has a good photo mode.
If it has a good photo, here's the thing. If it has a good photo mode, let's be honest, it's going to take me 70 to 80 hours to finish. I have 70 to 80 hours, maybe a little bit more in Horizon Zero Dawn, and I haven't 100%ed that game. Like, I finished it, I finished the story, but I haven't done everything in it.
Right.
So, I mean, this is why I'm super picky about the games I buy, because I know that I'm not going to finish it. And I broke my rule once. I bought Rage too, just because it had a photo mode. And I was like, I need to, and that's what taught me to be super cautious with the games I buy. It's why I didn't buy Control right away, and I still haven't. It's why it took a little bit for me to do Jedi Fallen Order. Somebody had to lend me their copy before I decided I had to go buy it.
Despite me telling you and telling you and telling you need this.
Exactly. I tried to Redbox it even, and I couldn't do it. So I was like, you know what?
That nightmare.
What I've seen of it, Fallout 76's photo mode isn't bad. I just can't play the game.
I'd say. I can send you my copy, but I know that's not the issue.
It's not the
He owns Fallout 76.
I know.
Well, I did.
Region locked.
I did. I owned it, but the store let me bring it back.
Oh, nice.
After having two copies of a PS4 and an Xbox version.
Region locked.
It didn't and having to calling and getting in contact with Bethesda and them basically telling me there's all these IT things I need to do. I'm like, that's stupid. Any other online game.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there with that conversation. I remember hearing all that. It was a weird one. Well. As many things you could say whatever you like about the game. I personally enjoyed it a lot. I put 150 hours in the game, and I will put more into it.
Right.
Helping Lucas through it. But that's just me and my experience.
I bought it on Amazon when it was like $15 at one point, but it's still sitting here on my computer desk. My Xbox is in my Xbox.
Oh.
My Xbox is in my bedroom, and I have not done a single thing with it. And I've had it for like 3 months now, at least.
You should have gone PlayStation. You could have changed that.
Maybe. I have never actually played a Fallout game. I have Fallout 3 for PC. I've put about 2 hours into it.
That's the reason a lot of people are like, oh, we hate it. It's because I'm gonna admit the story isn't like all Fallout games. The story isn't that amazing.
Yeah.
I've personally never found a Fallout game that I played 4, I played some of 3, and I played 76. None of the story is the reason I play the game. I play the game because it's pretty. It's got a lot of beautiful aspects to it. It's got good gameplay, and personally, I never found any glitches really. I mean, I had a few, but they weren't game breaking. Like once in a while, some resources would double when I'd sign in, but that's not.
That's the opposite of a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I'm like, well, another one that I never understood that everyone's problem with is they're like, there's no NPCs. I'm like, yeah, I love them. Because again, I'm gonna call out like Borderlands here. Borderlands has a pretty good story, but if you have to stand there and you have to listen to the NPC talk for 5 minutes straight, this is boring. Like, just because I'm looking at an NPC telling me or listening to an audio thing, it makes no difference.
Right.
To me.
Leonhard
I can, like, in Fallout 76.
Okay,
sorry,
no, go ahead. Finish your
Fallout 76, like, you could keep playing the game and hear the story while you're still exploring because, you know, it's audio. You don't have to stand there and look at the character model or whatever that's telling you it, and just wait till they finish, and then you can leave the room. Like other games. And that bothered people. Yeah. I don't know.
You guys are talking about PC gaming. Here, we're gonna leave capture. No, we don't have to. Leonhardt says that now that Halo is on PC, I never touch my Xbox.
Yeah, in all honesty, if I had a better laptop right now like the game, I would instantly buy Halo Reach now.
Well, here's
honestly,
the thing.
it's surprisingly low spec.
Is it?
My laptop's way too old.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it on Game Pass Ultimate?
I believe so.
I might have to download that and give that a try.
If you do, let me know. I will play with you in a heartbeat.
Same. Reach is awesome.
Alright.
That's the game that I put of all the Halos. That's the one I played the most. But it was mostly custom games.
Will, what's up, Will? Yeah, it's on PC Game Pass. Then guess what I'm downloading? Because guys, little announcement in the middle of all the new Gametographer discussion. Starting in January, probably through April, there's going to be a lot of weekends where I'm out of town traveling for my job. So, or weeks actually. It's like on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday. So the show might be like a remote show depending on what time we can do it and all that jazz. But and what part of the country I'm in. I know at some point I'm going to be in Arizona. So
if you end up in Tennessee,
I will let you guys know.
Exactly. So you're gonna get Gabe's duct tape and start using it a lot. Like, Gabe, where you buy that? I need it.
Yes, I might have to. But I will probably be doing more PC gaming this in 2020.
Very cool. That's something I need to do. Is I've never done much PC gaming besides League of Legends. I really do need to buy a better laptop that I can. I know laptops aren't really what people recommend, but
yeah,
desktop.
Yeah.
But it's hard to have a desktop in college.
Mm-hmm. Especially since I can't argue. Like a laptop, I can kind of argue. I can use it for my classes and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in a technical field, so it's still.
Yeah.
No. It's hard to argue stuff like that, and I understand why.
Mm-hmm.
But if I buy it myself, then I don't have to argue to anyone.
There you go. Does
Right.
chat have any questions?
Yeah, chat. If you've got questions, as new for the new Gametographer experience, or if you've got questions for me as a grizzled, seasoned old man,
Veteran,
or you could say veteran, I guess.
He's trying to win.
Let us know. By the way, Will, good to see you, buddy. Oh, I've got the thing on my neck. Ugh. Trying to hide that in this shot. If you guys, being around me and being around other Gametographers like Lady Snipe Shot, what's the thing that you can think of that you're like, man, if I could shadow them for an hour, I would like to be able to do this.
I actually need to go back and look real quick because I saw an excellent example of this question a couple days ago, so give me a minute.
Sure.
For me, it would probably be Warframe, but in the sense of one thing I've never really understood how to get right would be the lighting of a lot of photos.
Right.
Because I have no photography background.
Okay.
So a lot of lighting and other things like that in photos, I've never been the best at getting the right lighting. That would be one that I would like to get a little more, just to be able to see okay, that's how you get using the 3-point lighting to its full advantage.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was the image I was looking for. On Lady Snipe Shot's Instagram, it's in Warframe, but some random hero, I have no clue, in front of a very abstract background. I don't know if that's in game or if that's something she did herself. But
let's see here. What day was it?
December 15th, very recently here. It's the third one on her page when you go to the mass view. But I have always struggled with finding proper backgrounds because, well, I would love to be able to take the video game character and put them in a proper like studio where you can pick a, like say with Jedi Fallen Order, you can pick a planet that you don't actually have to go on the planet, you just go to a location and it's almost more like a backdrop in a studio.
Right.
And you can just set them up and no risk of enemies, and
yeah, and that's what Warframe has. If while in capture, here, let me go select capture a scene, and I'm gonna go. You gotta be able to see this on the in the stream. So you can collect different scenes, and you get them from different things. So like there's some that you get from being on the right side of a certain group, like they like you. So or you can find stuff in lockers, like this one here, Gas City Central Drop Scene. I've never been able to find this. You could also, some of them you can buy from people, get trade from people. But yeah, so
that goes back to the marketplace.
Yeah, I've traded a
Pretty
bunch.
cool.
Like I've bought my scenes. Not all my scenes, but a lot of my scenes I have bought. So in the marketplace, like I'll get like 500 plat, and then go and buy scenes. But I don't.
That's really cool that you can do.
Yeah. But that's the thing. A lot of people don't buy scenes. That's the thing. There are people that do, and they get them, and they're done with them. So you just have to find the people that are into having the scenes, but not married to them. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Find someone like Space Dad that's like, he can find everything in the game, but he doesn't care anything about having those scenes.
Right.
Now I can find it for you, but I could care less to have it. So you can have it.
Yeah, that's for you.
Here you go. You help me, I help you get this, you help me do something else.
Yep.
We're all good.
Fair enough. Yeah. So maybe that's just a feature that I would want in more games or something, but
Yeah.
especially in trying to find backgrounds in games that don't have a feature like that is one thing within Gametography. I can do it wonderfully in real life with a camera in my hand because I can move myself in 3D space a little more easily than I can move that camera. But yeah,
You're not locked in a third-person view to a certain distance from that character without pushing yourself against a wall to move it closer or farther out.
Yeah. So, really anyone, but getting help on how to find a decent background.
Okay. So I guess it would definitely depend on the game. But there is a if you on Twitter, there is it Game Photographer here? There's somebody that actually does. There's a few people that actually do reviews of photo modes. One of them is I think it's Game Photographer, but definitely the Fourth Focus. If you're ever curious about photo modes, definitely one to follow, one to take a look at. They have a blog that that has helped me for sure for news as well.
Interesting.
Cool.
All right, cool. Well, if the chat has no questions, I think we're going to be good for today. I didn't see any questions pop up in chat. So thank you guys. Sheldor, where can people find you if they want to play with you or kind of show you their stuff, their gametography? Where can they find you?
On Twitter, well, of course, Sheldor4000. PlayStation is Sheldor for all of it's mostly Sheldor4000. If you want to find me anywhere.
Did you change it
Discord.
to 4000 on Twitter, or was it still 4001?
I think I'd have to check, but it should be like my name, my actual like you look me up for.
Yeah.
Should be Sheldor4000.
Okay.
But if you at me, it'll change it to like Sheldor4001 for some reason. I don't understand how it did that. But it did that somehow, so
cool.
Leave that alone.
Yeah. Your at handle is just 4000. There's this. Well, there's a Sheldor 4000 and a Sheldor 4001, and it's showing two separate accounts. So.
Okay, well it's 4001 because the other one is my old account that I for some reason either got kicked out of or for some reason had to get rid of. I think I got kicked out of it and then it would never let me sign back in, so I made a new one.
Okay.
There it is. All right, Logan, where can people find you?
Let's see. As far as socials go, it's Instagram and Twitter at MLX Plays, just the same as it is on here. My PS4 and my Xbox are both under that as well. So basically anywhere that I'm gonna feel comfortable sharing here is gonna be MLX Plays.
Awesome. And that's all
and
we
where
ask.
can we find you?
Oh, where can they find me? They can find me right here on the Gametographers channel on Twitch. Also, Gametographers, that's DA, and then Gametographers on YouTube. You can find me personally as Bad Gamer Elite on Twitter, Bad Gamer Elite on Instagram, Bad Gamer Elite on Flickr? 93% sure. And Bad Gamer Elite on Facebook. The Gametographers also on Facebook, and Gametographers on Instagram and Twitter. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a blast.
My pleasure, man.
Oh my goodness. We need to do this more often. Just have you guys on to give us a reality check, because every now and then we forget that there are people out there that where we were years ago. You know, and it's always good to get that reality check of, hey, there are people that are just getting into this, people that are having fun with it, not super serious about it, and we have to remember there's a whole spectrum of gametographers out there. So, Bad Gamers Unite, and Gametographers keep on snapping. Peace.